All right, you bastards, strap yourselves in, because today we are dissecting the goddamn behemoth that is Amazon Prime.
Oh, yeah.
You think you know this shit just because you get your dildos delivered on Tuesdays? Fuck no.
Not even close.
They're going full autopsy on this motherfucker from his humble beginnings.
Right back when it was just a twinkle in Jeff Bezos' eye.
To the potential dystopian future it's birthing.
It's a wild ride.
And we've got a real goddamn expert here to guide us through this capitalist labyrinth.
Let's cut the crap and get right to the meat of it. Amazon Prime is a fascinating beast, a case study in building an empire on the promise of convenience and instant gratification.
All right, so let's rewind back to the Jurassic period of e-commerce.
Yeah.
Like 2005.
Back in the day.
Back when dial-up was still a thing.
Oh, God, I remember those days.
And people thought buying shit online was some voodoo magic.
Right.
What the hell was the spark that ignited this Prime wildfire?
You know, it all started with a simple yet diabolical offer.
Okay.
Free 2-day shipping for a measly $79 a year.
In a world where waiting for a package felt like an eternity.
Yeah.
This was a game changer.
Fucking brilliant, right?
Absolutely.
I mean, who doesn't love getting their hands on that new fleshlight faster than a goddamn cheetah on roller skates?
Convenience is king.
But seriously, was it really just about speed? What's the real genius behind this Prime trap?
It's about psychology, my friend.
Okay.
Amazon tapped into our primal need for instant gratification. They knew that if they could make shopping as frictionless and addictive as possible, they'd have us by the balls.
Right.
And look at the results.
Yeah.
By 2021, over 200 million subscribers worldwide.
Holy shit.
That's like 200 million.
A fuck ton of people.
That's more people than in some goddamn countries.
Mind-boggling.
But let's be real. It can't just be about shipping, right?
Yep.
I mean, even the most impatient asshat
Even the biggest.
wouldn't fork over $139 a year just to avoid a trip to the mall.
True.
So what other tricks does this Amazon magician have up its sleeve?
Oh, they've got a whole arsenal of goodies designed to keep you locked in their ecosystem.
Like what?
We're talking Prime Video,
Okay.
Prime Music,
Mm-hmm.
Prime Gaming, Prime Reading, even Prime Wardrobe.
What, Prime Wardrobe?
Yep.
You mean I can get a bunch of crap delivered right around my living room like a goddamn fashion model?
Exactly.
And then send back whatever makes me look like a sausage casing?
That's the beauty of it.
Seriously?
The more services they bundle, the more indispensable they become. They're creating a one-stop shop for every need, every desire.
Right.
And it's a brilliant, albeit slightly terrifying strategy.
Right. Color me impressed.
It's working.
It's like those all-inclusive resorts in Cancun, but instead of bottomless margaritas, they're serving up an endless buffet of convenience.
It's a feast.
But they're not just satisfied with slowly sucking our souls out through monthly subscriptions, right?
No.
They had to go and create this retail clusterfuck known as Prime Day.
Ah, yes, Prime
Day. This is where they really went balls to the wall.
That glorious 48-hour orgy of consumerism where they dangle discounts in our faces.
Right.
Like a goddamn piñata full of crack.
So Prime Day is basically their version of Black Friday.
Yeah.
But on steroids and with more targeted advertising.
Oh, yeah. What?
Than a goddamn political campaign.
Exactly. It drives sales, clears out inventory, and generates a shit ton of media buzz.
So they're basically printing money faster than the goddamn Federal Reserve.
They're making it rain.
But let's get real for a minute.
Okay.
No empire is built without stepping on a few throats, right?
There's always a cost.
What about the dark side of Prime? The shit they don't want you to see.
Ah, yes. The love-hate relationship we have with Amazon.
Yeah.
Their convenience is undeniable, but it comes with a price. The FTC is currently breathing down their neck, alleging some shady practices.
What are they up to now?
When it comes to signing people up for Prime.
You mean they're pulling some sneaky shit to inflate those subscriber numbers?
It wouldn't be the first time a tech giant used some questionable tactics to boost their bottom line. But the real concern goes beyond subscription shenanigans.
Okay.
It's about Amazon's sheer market dominance. We're talking about a company with its tentacles in practically every industry imaginable.
Like what?
From retail and entertainment to cloud computing and grocery delivery.
Damn, you're making this sound like some sci-fi thriller where Jeff Bezos is the villain slowly taking over the world.
Maybe it's not that far off.
It's kind of creepy when you think about it.
This kind of power raises serious questions about worker exploitation. data privacy and the health of a competitive market. But hey, at least you can get your toilet paper delivered in 2 hours, right?
All right, you've made your point. So we've got this sprawling empire built on convenience and a healthy dose of corporate bullshit.
It's a mixed bag.
But where the fuck do we go from here?
That is the question, isn't it?
What's the next chapter in this dystopian fairy tale?
They're already dropping packages with drones, like some futuristic pizza delivery service.
It's the same.
What's next? Teleporting vibrators directly to your bedside table.
I don't even want to think about it.
The possibilities are as exciting as they are terrifying.
Right, my brain is officially fried. Time for a goddamn beer. We'll be back in a minute to delve deeper into this Amazonian abyss.
All right, sounds good.
Don't go anywhere, you beautiful bastards.
We'll be right back. All right, let's pick up where we left off, shall we? Drones, dystopian futures, the whole 9 yards?
Yeah, we were just riffing on those goddamn drones.
Pretty soon those fuckers will be replacing pigeons as the sky's biggest nuisance.
Surreal.
But seriously, what's the bigger picture here? Is Prime just a convenient way to buy shit? Or is it some kind of social experiment gone wrong?
Oh, well, think about it. Prime has conditioned us to expect instant gratification. Need a new pair of headphones. Boom, 2 hours later, they're at your door. That kind of speed rewires our brains, making us less patient, less willing to wait for anything.
So you're saying Prime is turning us into a bunch of spoiled, impatient assholes?
Perhaps. I mean, I already struggled away from my microwave popcorn, so maybe you're onto something.
It's not just about impatience. It's about the way Prime shapes our relationship with consumption.
Okay.
We're constantly bombarded with ads recommendations and limited time offers, all designed to trigger our impulse buying reflexes.
Damn those sneaky bastards.
You know what they're doing?
They're like digital drug dealers hooking us on that sweet, sweet dopamine rush of online shopping.
It's a powerful force.
But hey, as long as I'm getting my discounted vibrators and next day delivery on those fuzzy handcuffs, who really gives a shit?
Right, that's the trap, isn't it? We get seduced by the convenience, the perceived value, and we overlook the potential downsides.
Like what?
We need to consider the impact on small businesses, the potential for job displacement, and the growing influence of a single corporation on our economy.
All right, Professor Doom and Gloom, I get it. But let's be real, most people aren't losing sleep over the ethical implications of buying a goddamn toaster oven on Prime. They just want their shit delivered on time and their streaming services at a decent price.
I understand that. But that doesn't mean we shouldn't be aware of the consequences. It's about making informed choices as consumers, understanding the trade-offs we're making when we sign up for these services.
So what are you saying we should all ditch Prime Lou, go off the grid, and start bartering chickens for toilet paper?
No, not necessarily.
Because that sounds like a recipe for disaster, my friend.
It's not about extremes. It's about balance.
Okay.
We can embrace technology and convenience without becoming slaves to it. Support local businesses, be mindful of your consumption habits, and demand more transparency from corporations.
All right, I see your point. But let's be honest. Most people are too busy binge-watching The Boys on Prime Video to worry about ethical supply chains or whatever.
And that's exactly why we need to keep having these conversations, keep pushing for change.
Right.
It's about raising awareness, educating ourselves, and using our voices to hold these corporations accountable.
Okay. I'm starting to feel like I need a goddamn PhD in Amazonology just to keep up with all this. You give me a lot to chew on. Let's take a quick piss break, and then we'll come back with some final thoughts on this whole Amazon Prime saga. All right, motherfuckers, we're back, and my brain is still swimming in a sea of Amazon Prime bullshit. This deep dive has been like a goddamn crash course in consumerism, world domination, and the art of getting a goddamn toaster oven delivered to your doorstep in under 3 hours.
It's a lot to process, for sure. But at the end of the day, it all boils down to one question.
Yeah?
What kind of world do we want to live in? One where convenience reigns supreme, even if it means sacrificing our privacy, our autonomy, and maybe even our goddamn souls.
Damn, the kids get deep even for a couple of cynical assholes like us.
Yeah.
So what's the alternative? Do we ditch all technology, go live in a goddamn yurt, and start bartering for our groceries? Because that sounds like a recipe for a really boring Instagram feed.
Don't get me wrong. I'm not saying we need to become goddamn Luddites. Technology isn't inherently evil. It's about finding a balance, using these tools responsibly, without letting them control our lives.
Okay, so no more ordering vibrators on Prime at 3:00 a.m. after a bottle of tequila. Guess I'll have to dust off my old little black book and start making some phone calls.
You're being facetious, but there's a point there. We need to rediscover the value of patience, of human connection, of supporting businesses that prioritize people over profit.
All right, All right, I'm starting to see the light. Maybe I'll cancel my Prime membership, delete the app, and start shopping at my local mom-and-pop sex shop. They probably have better customer service anyway.
You don't have to go cold turkey. Start with small changes, support local businesses whenever possible, be mindful of your consumption habits, and don't be afraid to demand better from these corporations.
You know what you're all right for, an expert. You haven't completely sucked the fun out of life. But on that note, I think it's time to wrap up this Amazonian adventure. Any parting words of wisdom for our listeners before they go back to their regularly scheduled programming of online shopping and porn? Just this. Be aware, be critical, and don't let the bastards grind you down. Damn, that's some profound shit right there. Yeah. Almost makes me want to hug you, but I'm not really a hugging kind of guy. All right, folks, that's a wrap on our deep dive into the twisted world of Amazon Prime. We've explored its humble beginnings, its sprawling empire of services, and the potential for a future where we're all ruled by algorithms and delivered to our doorsteps in cardboard boxes. Now go forth, my friends, and choose wisely. The future of consumerism is in your goddamn hands.